Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakakodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all the hopeful elect brothers that's doing the will of the Lord in sincerity and in truth. Now, Lord will, it's an edifying lesson, and it's going to be based off of something that's going on right now in Thailand slash Cambodia, because they had a mini war recently. I believe it was last year, and they've been so much happening at the same time, and all of this is prophecy, by the way. Wars and rumors of wars, and also uproars of the people, and all of that coincides with prophecy, which in which all of this happening, it's leading towards the MOTB, because out of that war, right? Wait, let me first get a scripture. It's Matthew's 24, but I just wanted to 24 and 6. Matthew 24 and 6 says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." So, before the Lord comes back, certain prophecies will take place. And in Matthew the 24th chapter, the disciples asked the Lord, like, what are the signs, that you're coming back? What are the signs of your return and of the end of the world? Meaning, at the end of Esau's rulership. Because back then, the disciples and Yahweh Shai were living in the old Roman Empire, but now we're in the revived, or we're in the revived Roman Empire. Salakia. So right now we're living in the revived Roman Empire, and the disciples, and all the prophets of old, they're back, prophesying in this wicked, new Roman Empire. "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." So the Thailand slash Cambodia thing is wars and rumors of wars, right? See that ye be not troubled. So we're not supposed to be frantic and really troubled by it, because it has to happen. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So the end is not yet. We're not there yet, but we are heading towards that end, because the MOTB is right around the corner, and WW3 is stirring up. The Lord is stirring up the pot of WW3 right now. Prophecies are hot right now. But I took a screenshot of this. I don't think I saved it in my Google's app, but I did take a screenshot. And I asked it a question concerning, like, the update of the Thailand slash Cambodia war, and it was because of a border. But we know that Esau is some way involved in this. And this is what Google AI overview spat out, so to speak. This is what it gave me. As of March 2026, Thailand is experiencing significant border tensions with Cambodia, with travel advisories urging caution near the border, while major tourist hub like Bangkok and Phuket remain safe. The country is implementing stricter AI-driven visa-free entry policies and a new electronic travel authorization system for travelers. So, with the wars and rumors of wars, somehow it's leading towards the MOTB. So with this whole border thing, they have the electronic they have the AI driven visa free entry policies. So it's not going to be physical, it's going to be digital because it's AI driven visa free entry policies, because they want to implement a stricter stricter, more safer border policies, which that's going to lead into, digital and electronic. And that goes into Revelation 13. I won't read it, because sometimes when I read it, my video gets muted. But you should already know the mark, the mark of the beast, the MOTB, and it's gonna be in your right hand or in your forehead. And the digital ID, digital currency, stable coin, a digital permission to enter the country. That's gonna be incorporated. That's gonna be in the MOTB, but mainly to buy and sell. And then after that, the second most important thing is records. And then also is gonna be a key. You know, so so I typed it in again. This is Google. It says in 2020. I just typed in Thailand AI driven visa. In 2026, Thailand is significantly advancing its visa ecosystem by integrating artificial intelligence and digital first systems to streamline applications and enhance border security. So let me think. You think they're gonna do that here in Babylon? You think they're gonna use this whole so-called immigration crisis, as a reason to to implement some form of electronic or digital visa. Hey, in order for for immigrants to actually come, you need to have a digital ID, or you need to take the MOTB. So all roads, all paths is going to lead to the MOTB, because there's multiple angles. Because the NWO is gonna revolve around the MOTB. It says the AI-driven shift primarily manifests in two ways: AI scrutiny and compliance. Thailand's immigration bureau is moving towards moving towards a fully digital system by 2026. All right, hold on. So this is, I'm gonna just put in Thailand border war, Cambodia electronic visa. Armed clashes between Thailand and Cambodia near the Pre Vehir. Let me take the screenshot. This was last year, 2025. Right, that's where it happened. The ground clashes, December 2025. Just 3-4 months ago. and they're the same people anyways. They're both Japhites. Armed me well, I shouldn't say that they're the same people. I should just say that they're both, Japhetic nations. Like, oh yeah, the 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 I'm sorry. Let me start over. Like how you have the Filipino, the Southeast Asian nations, and the Pacific Islanders, the Hawaiians, the 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 Aborigines of Australia. They're Japhetic people. They come from the line of Japhet. The Samoans, the people from Guam, the Tongans, the 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 uh the people of Oceania. Armed clashes between Thailand and Cambodia near the the Preah Vihear Temple occurred in 2025, creating instability in border provinces. Because when it happened, you had like people putting up real videos. Well, it was actually like young people, teenagers in schools, and they're trapped. They can't go outside because there's a war going on. You know, uh, you can hear gunshots through those videos, creating instability in border provinces, but major tourist areas remain safe. E-visas for Cambodia are available and, as of January 2025, are reduced to $30. All right, so Cambodia electronic visa, e-visa and border update. Validity: e-visa holders may exit Cambodia. Okay, so so that's the update. Let me see if I could get back to this and finish the video. So back to this. Um, in 2026, yeah, I read that Thailand is significantly advancing its visa ecosystem by integrating artificial intelligence (AI) and digital first systems, a digital prison, to streamline applications and enhance border security. So their answer to the whole border crisis is digital. Their answer to paper money going out of fashion, digital. Their answer towards towards the health crisis, towards monitoring people's health, digital. They want to put smart pills in you so that it could it could analyze your body and your organs and whatever sickness you have and send the data to your phone, which is soon gonna be the MOTB, which is gonna send the data through the smart technology to your doctor. Let's think of other ways at the MOTB. But first of all, buying and selling. That's the number one thing, right? And then the records. You know, digital records, digital ID, and then the keys, and then a lot, and then a host more things. Dealing with their health, driving. You know, that's gonna be the main thing to have access to society. And if you don't have it, you're gonna be out. You're gonna be locked out. That's why. Let me get this, because the elect won't take it. Uh, faith. Uh, First Corinthians, First Corinthians 5:6. Therefore, we are always confident, knowing that whilst we are at home in the body, we are absent from the Lord. So, this is the Apostle Paul going into um uh going into how we catch hell in these bodies. You know, therefore, we are always confident. Confident meaning with faith, knowing that whilst we are at home in the body, while we're living in these bodies, while our spirit is is uh is 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 living, is it uh, our bodies are housing our spirit. We operate we operate these bodies by the spirit. You know, that's why when you die, when your spirit leave your body gets cold and your body lose weight. It loses mass. It gets cold because the spirit is fire. Whilst we are at home in the body, we are absent from the Lord. So while we are here living on earth in this dimension, you know, we are absent from the Lord, meaning we're not in the spirit world where Yahweh and Yahweh Shai and the angels are and the rest of the spirits. You know, they're there and we're down here on earth catching pure hell. We are absent from the Lord. Verse 7 is a point, for we walk by faith, not by sight. We are confident, I say, and willing rather to be absent. Okay, so that's the point. For we walk by faith, not by sight. So we 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 walk by faith. We walk by our belief and hope that we have in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that He will um He will make good on His word, and that's to deliver the elect and to first of all, send His Son down, take down the wicked, take down the kingdom of the wicked, deliver His elect from destruction, and set up the kingdom of heaven where righteousness is gonna prevail forever. But right now we're still going through hell. But the test is coming up, the test of the hour of temptation, the MOTB, and all road is leading to the MOTB. Every problem on earth, these nations, especially Esau, has an excuse to introduce the MOTB to fix that problem, especially buying and selling. They're gonna cancel out the debt. Esau in the U.S. wants to cancel out the trillions of dollars worth of debt that they have to introduce digital currency. I'm gonna finish it. In 20, all right, so Thailand's immigration bureau is moving toward a fully digital system by 2026 where permitted stays are calculated automatically through a centralized database. AI is used to flag overstays even by minutes, damn, and identify visa runs. So you want to know what that's going into? Um, Authoritarianism, no, draconian measures, like strict. Like if you steal a loaf of bread, you go into prison for 10 years. You know, that's that's wicked. That's not balance. And and this world is run by people who worship Satan. i.e., the EP files. You know, they want to oppress people way more than they're oppressing people right now. Forget about 30% taxes. Forget about that. Forget about inflation. How about two classes of people, just super rich and super poor, and the elites are gonna be good, and everybody else, have the MOTB, and you're gonna be ruled over by robots. Crazy stuff. Robots are gonna take all your jobs. But the elect is not gonna take the MOTB. And hold on, wait, let me finish this and get Job and end it. Identify visa run patterns by scanning for anomalies and matching biometric data in real time. Biometric data meaning your data that's collected from your body, with a fingerprint, eye scan, and the biometric also include the MOTB, RFID microchip. Targeted AI visas. Thailand actively seeks to attract AI professionals through specific long-term visa categories designed to support its S-curve industries. So smart T. So this is the like this is the tier of the. Oh, it says, if you are an AI expert or tech professional, the following visas offer the most benefit. So tech people still, people in tech. Now they're still gonna have some type of work, and also electricians and construction workers, because of these data centers and all that. That's gonna build up this thing. Let me get a draconian. Let's see, draconian meaning. Draconian refers to laws, rules, and punishments that are extremely harsh, severe, or cruel. And that's what the MOTB is going to be. If you pass your place, and try to take out the MOTB, they're going to send a rush of cyanide or send out an electronic signal to your brain and shut your body down. Delete it on spot, because you already sold out to Satan. Like, what are you trying to remove it for? The companies, let me see examples. The school implemented draconian rules banning all talking in the hallways. That's extreme. The company's draconian cost-cutting measures led to massive layoffs. Synonyms are harsh, severe. Many criticize the new draconian immigration policy. So this is draconian. Even, where is it? No, not this. I save a lot of things. I need to just organize better. I'm not even gonna lie. What does it say? Even by minutes. AI is used to flag overstays even by minutes. So a lot of people go into a country, and just because they want to stay there, they have like work visas or whatever, and then they overstay, and then they never go back, and then somehow they get their papers. Well, with the digital IDs and visas and all that, which is gonna lead to the MOTB. Everything's gonna be strict, super harsh, draconian. Uh, and let me say this one thing: just because just because the BRICS is against the EU and NATO, right? It doesn't mean that they're not with the program. Two sides of the same coin. Even though the Lord is gonna cause Magog and Gog, which is Russia, is gonna be one of the main ones to delete Babylon and turn it into a lake of fire, right? they're gonna have their own digital system. They have their own digital currency that they're making. So Europe is gonna have it. US is gonna have it. Small islands like Jamaica, Cambodia, Thailand, everywhere. It's gonna be a worldwide thing. Revelation 13 and 11 is going into draconian measures, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And the beast is talking about the the Roman Empire, you know, which now we're in the revived Roman Empire, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, because the two horns like a lamb is going into the two parties that they had back then, which is the plebeians and the patricians. Right now will be the the Democrats are the Democrats and the Republicans. And he spake as a dragon, and the speech is going into, the words, the laws, you know, the, and those laws are extreme because of the dragon. It's going into the word, spake as a dragon, extreme harsh measures. A dragon, a great serpent, a name for Satan. It says dracon. Well, yeah, this is going into draconian measures. So even if you overstay by minutes, they got you. You know, but a lot of people are leaving the U.S. anyways. A mass what do you say? A mass immigration out, leaving the U.S. Babylon is not healing. Uh, to get Job. Job, Job 20 and 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Straits is going into a narrow path, a difficult path. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. And the wicked, that word. So when he tries to fulfill his NWO, you know, the Lord is only going to make the NWO but go so far. You know, the word for wicked is laborer, sufferer. So every hand of the laborer shall come upon him. And the laborers, first of all, the ones that built up this whole kingdom is Jakes, the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, in the fullness of his sufficiency. So when he's about to complete the NWO in his mind, the Lord's gonna put a monkey wrench in it. NLT, in the midst of plenty, they will run into trouble and be overcome by misery. Damn. AMP says, in the fullness of his excess, great abundance, he will be in trouble. The hand of everyone who suffers will come against him. He is miserable on every side. Damn. And these other nations are turning against him, Salakia, that's the end of the video. I went on for too long, but it's the spirit. I only wanted it to be like 10 minutes. I just wanted to go into the Thailand thing and the wars and rumors of wars, but it's all the spirit. All the all the praises, honor, and glory and honor goes to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakodash, and double honors to the apostles and others of Great Millstone. Shalom.